Hello, everyone. This time I want to talk about the resume for drafter or technician for who has an engineering background or more education, but he wants to have an entry level. Most likely, people wants to get a job as a drafter or technician when they have a more engineering education, just a step in the company or some industry. After a while, maybe 3 months, 6 months, depending of the ability, they can get a better job. For now, let's go talk about that. And one of my friend, he sent me resume to look at his resume, and I see it as a sample. I'm talking about that, but anybody can use it. For now, specific that resume in the head letter here, his name is here. I don't know what it is. It's a NT. Most likely has should be some last name. The NT is not good. Has to be a last name at least. If you want to short it, short last name, not NT. The second one here, he mentioned civil engineer here. For the job that you want to apply for drafter, in the first red flag here, when I see civil engineer, maybe they're not going back to look at the rest. Most likely here, you have to write the position you want to apply, AutoCAD drafter, or just a drafter or technician, depending of the want to do. And that position, you says, I'm looking for civil engineer, but in the body of the resume, you says I'm talking the drafter. That is not good. The email we talk about that is good email. There's no dot here. That's good. But another one here, telephone here. We talked about that before. Is not good to have a telephone in the resume. We talk a lot, and you can back to videos we talk about. I think video 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 3 talk about that. Why we not should be have a telephone on the resume. In the footprint, see, in the same issue in the footprint here says civil engineer. That's not supposed to be. You can fix it. And then let's go back to top. The objective is good. He says, okay, I'm looking for AutoCAD drafter. It's good. The objective is very good. And the qualification. There's a just for qualification. I should be having more, at least 2 more. And let's see what he says. Most likely here, you should be putting this one here. You work in a technical officer, office engineer, or drafter. There is no engineer or drafter any position. You have to make a decision. You want to be a drafter, you have to be a drafter. You want to be an engineer, you have to be an engineer, depending of the position. This is not good. You put an end. You have to be here. Also, you have to clear. Which one do you want? You want to be a drafter? You have to put draft. And the over 15 years has to be here, and then says first your position or your expert first. And also the drafter can do a lot of things. You have to know what exactly you did. You're talking the background project you did is actually is good. And I think this one has to be here. It says over 15 years experience, not background. It's experience, not background. That is very good, this one. Proficiency in AutoCAD, drafting 3D modeling. That is very, very good. Actually, this statement, that line, is the best line I think so far I see it from you. This is different from this one. It has two different states. One is material statement. You should be explain what is that. One is a data processing. It's totally different from this one. And the estimation, not just the material, also plus labor as well. You need to clear that one. And the data processing, you should be explaining what does the data processing do. And last year, if you use Microsoft, you should look for that skills. That is your skills. Use it. VBA and Excel, stuff like that, and also repeated task. Okay, of course. Then let's go back here, professional experience. This is very good. Draft and estimator, relation of religious clinic. That's very good. That is good. This is good. This one, when you put on here, this has to be all same. You cannot have a point here. Has to be everything same. And this is very, very long statement. That is very, very long. You need to get a very short. It's very long. Also, you working over 1 year. Just three is not good. You need at least 5, 6 points. More details. And specific, you mentioned estimator and drafter. Most likely these two positions different. If you want to get a job, you cannot say I'll do everything. And if this case, you have to be separated. Part of the year you're working as a drafter, part of the year estimator. Or if you don't want to do that, at least get more details here, what you did as drafter, what you did as estimator. Same here. Interesting, you did same. We talk about that. You don't have to put in a place. And you're working over 3 years, that'd be good. Same issue here. You have here and then you put in here. This is not good idea. And this one is nothing there. We need to fix that one. Technical office engineer. That's very good. Yeah, you don't have to put on which city you're working, and not necessarily. And I think if you make your resume nice, you should get a job very quickly. Yeah, separate that one. You should get a job very quickly based off your experience. You mentioned it here. Okay, technical office engineer. Not bad. A lot of years of experience. That'd be good. This is our sequence. That's very good. Yeah, you need to work on that one. Make sure it's not get very long statement, and you don't have to put in every place. This is very good. You put in budget. It's very good. It's very good font here. This is a very good font. Same issue. And I think this word, this statement, you just copy and paste it all the working there. This is not good. You need to has to be everything separate because this is exactly the same that you have here. No, it's not good. You need to get it totally separate or something like that. You working here almost 3 years and you just did one job. Where's the rest? And this has to be separate. Has to get more information here. Because you're working 3 years and just working one job, this is not good. You have the same. Yeah, if you check the format, your format is not same. You need to back to see my training in I think number 1 to 4 to teach you it was there. And then if you watch that one a few times, I'm sure you can make a nice resume. Same here. You're working almost 1.5 years or less than that one. But you just one job there. This is not good. You need to get more details. That is very good. Back to the format I teach before. The date has to be here. The rest is good. This has to be here. And also you need to mention 2000, I don't know, 2000, 2003. Is it has to be a start and end. This is just a number. You need to fix it. The skill is very good. That is very good. You says here you are a CAD drafter. If you have a CAD drafter, you should be have here AutoCAD certificate as well, or something. Without that one, it's very weird. Someone says, "Hey, I have that one. I don't have any training, formal training. That has to be there at least something." You put in a skill here in the training or certificate. You should be have something. And another one here for the person work as a drafter for your resume, because you talk in the resume. After your qualification, it's better to talk about the skill and certificate, because you just apply for entry level job. If you apply for entry level job, you need to have some skills at top or certificate first. Maybe they don't want a lot of details about you, what you did for a couple $1 million project. That is maybe overqualify you for the drafting job. But so far it's good. If you're just working on your resume, it's good. And this is an explanation not just for that person. You guys can use it for your job. If you want to apply for entry level, make sure that do the resume for entry level. You don't have to bring or you overqualify yourself. If you talk a lot for a couple $1 million each project, you get a more overqualify and maybe not get a job. And the company wants to hire, says, "Oh, he's overqualified. He's not good, or he's not going to stay here for long." And if you want to accept it to be entry-level job, your resume should be showed as well. You cannot have an engineering resume, send it to somewhere for the drafting. You get to overqualify and they not hire you. Thanks a lot. I hope that is useful for you and have a good one. Bye bye.